Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. It's Chris here. So last week I was at DesignerCon in Anaheim, California. At DesignerCon, Vivi set up a booth, and that's where the typical Vivi meetup is. This one was pretty substantial as they gave a demonstration to the Viviverse, how it's going to look, and different aspects of it that they announced while we were there. I know it's probably already been almost a week since the event, so I'm sure you've been caught up to date on a lot of it, but I haven't actually been able to get out there and give my formal opinion on everything yet. So that's what this video is about. I wanted to go live because after we get into the substance of this video, which I'm going to start off pretty strong with, I kind of want to just go over some fun things that happened at DCON, some of the pickups, some cool things that are behind the scenes, but that will be for later in the video. As far as this live goes, again, I just want to touch directly on the Viviverse and some big announcements. While people are still kind of coming in and I'm waiting for more people to get here. I do want to give a quick shout out. I am running a coffee deal right now on my website. It's hiddengroundsla.com. If you buy more than 2 bags, so if you buy 2 of these, or if you buy one of the 3 or 5 bags, I am doing free shipping for US only. I eventually do want to figure out, how to do international. I mean, I know how to do it. It's just really expensive, trying to get that cost down. But yeah, right now for US only. So I'm also doing a giveaway for that. Yo, what up, Big? Welcome to the stream. So without further ado, Superstar Money, what's up? Pleasure meeting you this weekend. Yeah, I was able to meet up with Superstar Money and a lot of other familiar faces throughout the weekend. It was really awesome. Being able to put a face behind the JPEGs. I actually put superstars in my short recap that I've already done on DCON that showed the biggest thing that I got this week. If you haven't seen that yet, definitely go check it out. So my honest thoughts on the Viviverse, because again, I just want to get right into the meat and then we'll just kind of hang out and look at some behind the scenes afterwards. Let me go ahead and pull the screen up and so you guys can see it. And I guess I'll make it a little bigger than this. So the Viviverse, essentially the demo, you walk up and it's VR. You wait in a big line. Thankfully, I kind of waited till the line died down. And I walked right up in it. And it's essentially like a better version of your vault, kind of like this model. It's a very aesthetically pleasing version of your vault. And you're able to walk around there's an outside line and an inside line. So I, of course, did both. And when you're walking around, you can just see all kinds of different collectibles in 2D and everything just set up around it. And you're getting a virtual reality experience. So I think from that standpoint, my experience in VR was really good. I think they did a good job with the presentation. It was cool just being able to walk around VR. I mean, it's similar if you've ever used VR for anything else and you're just kind of looking around and seeing all the features and all the things they added. That's essentially what it was. So my biggest takeaway, though, wasn't really anything to do with the VR. It was some of the aspects of it. So if you're walking around the outside of this, and again, this isn't new information because it's been like a week. This is just my pickups. So if you're looking around the outside, you'll actually see the Fishes project, which is Brock's project, swimming around the outside of the Viviverse. And this was the first leak on the VIP night. So they haven't officially announced anything at this point yet. So if you're looking at the Fishes, that tells you that you'll be able to bring other NFTs and other assets into Vivi. So it shows that interoperability of allowing you to flex your other projects. I actually was able to talk to Dan Crothers just for, a brief minute with Kyle Wilson. And yeah, the first night he told us things like Bored Apes and everything will be able to be brought into the Viviverse. I think that this is amazing on multiple levels. One of the biggest things is that obviously, especially during this bear market and just throughout the year, a lot of people have been diversified. Maybe they started off as just VV, and then maybe they got into Hero, and then maybe they got into Bat Cows, maybe they got into Broadside was a big one recently. Maybe they got into all these other things. And they want to put them all together. They want to flex them all together, which, by the way, I totally encourage diversification. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that. But they'll be able to bring them all together and flex on their own Viviverse. You'll be able to go to their place and see their assets that they own, their Broadside, their Bat Cows, their whatever they want to flex. So I think that's the biggest takeaway really from the weekend that I got was just that interoperable aspect of being able to bring other things into the Viviverse and kind of making it your hub to bring NFTs. That's something that we've always kind of talked about for a long time, but it was just hammered in, no more speculation. This is what's happening. So, that was big for me. It's also big for artists, you know, like Crypto Crayon. Shout out to him. He was there. Very amazing, down to earth person. Got to meet him. Brock, all the other like artists that are in the VV space. I think Kron. There's a ton of them that are making their own art and their own NFTs. But anyways, you'll be able to take these and put them in the VV, but you also be able to display your art. You know, like my wife's never sold. My kids in the background. This is a very spontaneous video, by the way. So, I mean, sorry if it's not as professional as usual. Also got some people in the chat. Got Palace, Zachary Roy. Hope you're feeling better. I'm feeling a little better. Big Oz. Hi, Chris. Hey, fam. And KC Collects was actually at DCON. Yay, interoperability. Yeah, that was significant for me, because I collect a lot of NFTs. I have a lot of NFTs from other projects. So the fact that I can actually bring them into VV is a really big deal. So yeah, that was my biggest takeaway from it. We'll take a look at some of the other smaller things, at least smaller to me. Me and Foster both did a post on just kind of like breaking it down. Oh yeah, I was getting into like, if you're an artist, you'll also be able to advertise your art through VV. So like, say like my wife does like photography. If she wants to do photography NFTs and she wants to say promote herself, she'll be able to make them into NFTs and put them on her Viviverse land, or put them out there into VV. So I think that's a big opportunity for all types of artists to be able to promote their own art. They broke it down into, you're gonna have customized avatars, which is pretty cool. That's important to some people, not to others. I've always thought that was kind of a cool deal, be able to have your own avatars. IP branded worlds, gamification, of course, it's going to be big. Multi-user capability, wallet collection integration. So it kind of broke it down into phases. The technical phases, which Kay got into in his video, broke that down pretty well. Multi-user capabilities. So a lot of these things are going to be nice, like friends list, inviting friends, communication tools, all that fun stuff. Again, my kids are kind of loud. I apologize if you hear them in the background. Besides this, I think one of the other cool things about not just the Viviverse. So I guess I'll hammer it down like this as far as the Viviverse is concerned. I think they exceeded my expectations. My expectations were pretty low, actually. I thought we are going to get there and we are going to see like a demo that was made like on, not in a bad way, but I thought we were going to see a demo that was like made on Fiverr or something like that. Kind of similar to how, so Illuvium obviously wasn't made on Fiverr, but like Illuvium had this really amazing video, but it didn't directly correlate like with their game once their game was released. So I was kind of expecting that. I was kind of expecting this like video that didn't correlate as much with how it's actually going to look. But yeah, no, it looked like it was actually how the Viviverse is going to look. They did a really good job and they exceeded my expectations. This isn't directly related to the Viviverse. I got this alpha from somebody while I was live streaming at DCON, but they are announcing a game, which I haven't done a ton of looking into, but the game actually looks pretty good. It's going to be a play-to-earn game with OMI being the underlying token. It looks really cool. I mean, it's only a minute long, but I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about just for reference here. So yeah, this game like looks like it'd actually be fun, you know. So to be able to find actually fun games that have some type of earning mechanism behind them is pretty cool. So, and then with OMI being the underlying token of this, I thought this was awesome. Other than that, the whole experience at DCON I thought was really amazing. Being able to meet people, being able to make lifetime experiences with people that are down bad as well, or that you've just been talking to for like 2 years, you never got to meet. Got some really awesome pickups from DCON. One of them I have behind me. You've probably already seen it. I'll give it a Jimbo. Made these unique VV signs and gave it to some of the people in the community. We'll tag his Twitter in the comments of this video. But that was super nice of him. Really liked it. I'll show a couple of my other pickups too. Bought some. Here, let me grab it. I bought some. This is only one of them, or there's two of them. So you're probably familiar with Tokidoki from Vivi, but I was able to get some Tokidoki. So I bought a blind box, and I like the Mega one a lot. The blind box contained the original Vivi loading screen logo. So I was really hoping to get that. That was like that green looking dinosaur that I really wanted to get. But I got these two, which I like both of them. And they made my kids play with them. I collect things, but also like I've always used what I collect. I don't just collect for value. So yeah, my kids throw them around, do whatever they want with them. I was really hoping to get that VV one, just because I thought that'd be kind of cool, but it didn't happen. Yo, Rebel Duck, what's up? Good to see you. Feeling better. Keep rocking. Crap, got to get back to work. Yeah, man. I got to get back to work too soon, but I decided to spontaneously go live because I was like, man, I haven't dropped a video. I've been in the hospital since I got back from Designer Con, so I haven't been able to make any content. So I just wanted to be able to go live. Yours turned out so fresh. Oh yeah, I really like the VV sign. I think it looks really cool. That's another thing. So I don't know, if you're following me. I've made a lot of jokes about this in the past. I'm not sure if you saw, but I made it might be easier to go via YouTube, but I made a live on this, post on Twitter a lot. So follow me on there if you're not already. There, I also have some other things on there I'll show you in a second. But this video, it wasn't just a recap. I don't know who all caught it, but at the end of the video, they actually gave me a VV light box, which is something that I thought I wasn't going to get, which is fine. I've been making VV content since March of 2021. A lot of earlier creators got one. I did not. But it was really cool. They made it a special point to like single me out and give me the VV light box. So that came with like all the shirts, the VV light and all that. So that was really nice of the team to do. I was really excited about that. And I don't have it with me because that got shipped separately. So it didn't get shipped. So I didn't like bring it on the plane or anything. Thoughts on future value of $2 to $3 comics for now? It just depends on which ones. Honestly, I know that's kind of vague. But yeah, I bought some other stuff. So Devron, this is a really cool thing. I have these behind me somewhere. Whoops. I have so much stuff. There they are. They just dropped. Give me just a second. So I have two of these, and I put one on my tree, just like joking around. But this is an Omi token. I thought these were super cool. And Devron on Twitter, and he has his information on here. I'll actually show the QR code if you wanna. He has an Instagram for it, and I think you could buy this. I don't know if you can get a clear enough image of it to actually read it. But yeah, he makes these Omi tokens. I got two of them. I thought they were super cool. I'm probably gonna like carry one with me, just to like have on me for whatever reason if I need to flip a nice silver coin. They're made out of actual fine silver. He has like the weight and the purity and all that stuff on each one. They're really nicely made on their Omi tokens. This isn't like plastic or anything like that. This is like actual silver. So shout out to Devron for that. I put it on top of my Christmas tree. I actually put it on top of my daughter's Christmas tree, but yeah. KC Collect said, congrats on the VV Light. You deserve it. Thank you so much. I was really excited about it. I'm going to be giving away some of the t-shirts. I already gave away one of my t-shirts to Devron, actually. I'll be giving away more in the future. Congrats on the VV recognition. Well deserved. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was really awesome. It was very surreal, and I wasn't expecting it. So for them to still have, I didn't even know they had any more light boxes. I thought they were all out. So to be able to get that OG light box after being somebody who's created content for them for a while was really nice. A couple of other pickups. Let's see, VV related. I got the Sleeping Comics wristband. Sleeping Comics was there. We got some pictures together, of course. Sleeping was really awesome in person. And yeah, so be able to got that. I picked up some of these just so they were cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. So this guy was an ICU nurse, and so he made like Pokemon what is this called? Pins. And he put like little lab coats on the Pokemon pins. So I thought that was really sick. So I got like a Charizard one. The other two are smaller, probably not gonna be able to pick up on the video, but I got like a Pokeball and a Master Ball. Those are like the two that like I would like to have in my collection. So I thought that was pretty cool. Cryptoverse, happy to see you're recovering well. You got this. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm good. Kind of a long story with the health stuff right now, but I'm good. VV Arcade, content creator. Crypto Tony, actually, somebody on Twitter gave me this. Thought it was really sick. It says VV Arcade. I don't. And it's got the skull on it. I thought that was sick. So you can't see the bottom very well. I'll read it to you though. So it's a blockchain transaction. So it says the token address, the token ID, the standard, which is the ERC 1155, and then it's like built, it's on Polygon. So shout out to Crypto Tony, super sick, man. Thank you so much for that. Lots of other things happened. My wife got her first comic. Shout out, I don't know if you know the Omi homies on Twitter, Janie and Max. They got her a comic, so I was super excited about that. It's actually funny enough, our first physical comic ever. So like I've never been a collector of physical comics. I do have a lot of comics on VV, but this is our first physical one. So that was super sweet of the Omi homies to give her a comic, and we are super excited about it. So that was another thing that we got. Our host that hosted us was awesome. His name, I don't know if I'm not gonna dox him. He probably didn't care, but he hosted us and he gave us each a pack of the event hero cards. So I already opened it. So that was super nice of him though. Like it was like a little, instead of getting like a water bottle by your bed, he gave us some like hero cards, and I actually got like a legendary, not legendary. Yeah, I think it is legendary, but it's the event cards. So that was super sick, super nice of him to do, and he hosted us the whole time. VV fam, super nice, super like he's one of the best hosts I've ever had. Yo, Johnny, what's up, man? Hope you're feeling better. So let's go. Great to know you a little bit more over the weekend, brother. Speedy recovery. Yeah, me and Johnny stayed together over the weekend. I think he's sick right now. I don't know how I managed to, especially with my immune system right now, not get what everybody else is getting. But yeah, Johnny, it was great, man. I was really enjoyed it. So much fun. Yeah, DesignerCon. Like DesignerCon, I can't really put to words like how nice it was. I mean, like DesignerCon, the event itself was like so big that I wasn't even able to go to all the booths that I wanted to go to. So like I spent so much time like meeting people and interacting that I didn't get to go to all the booths. So I kind of had to do like a speed run and grab a couple of things that I wanted to grab, pick up a goodie for the wife, pick up some goodies for myself, and still didn't get to do all of it. So and be able to meet person and being able to meet everybody in person was like surreal. Said Zinley says, glad you're feeling better, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, I thank you. I am feeling a little bit better. It's been an interesting process. Johnny said I'm feeling a little better today. Glad you didn't get sick. Yeah, me too. Like if I got sick on top of everything else, that'd have been nuts. Yeah, that would have been really hard to recover from. I got to meet Nikki. Nikki's very active on Twitter. I'm acting like you can see this. Here you go. So Nikki's very active on Twitter. So during my video, I did a live video while I was there. I interviewed like 50 people in like the matter of an hour. It was crazy. Nikki was one of them, and I went up to her and I asked her. I don't know if you've watched any of my my shorts where I ask people like crunch questions. I asked her what she likes better, VV or Backhouse. And she like got mad and like jokingly got mad at me for asking that question on live, but I thought it was funny. Everybody that I interviewed, I asked if I could interview them beforehand. I didn't want to like dox anybody that didn't want to be doxed. I didn't want to put anybody on video that didn't want to be on video. So it wasn't like a spontaneous, it was spontaneous, but I asked first, just because I wanted to be respectful of that. Let's see what else we got. Met so many cool people. You have everybody, you probably recognize most of these people, so I don't even know where to start. I guess start at the top. We got Dino, VV Vibes, which is a lot taller in person than I thought he would be. His camera is like, I don't know, it's like maybe like he's like sits lower or something. I don't know. When I saw him in person, he's like, I don't know, 6'4" or something like that. Corey, in the back with VV3. I don't know if I'm allowed to dox who that is, so I'm going to skip over, but a really amazing human being. All right, here, Johnny Dunn, Kyle Wilson, Comics and Crypto. Yo, Sean was so cool, man. I really enjoyed. I mean, all these people are cool, but got the Omi homies right here, the ones that I was saying that gave my wife a comic. It was super awesome to meet them. Sleeping. Spent a lot of time with Taps. We got Wendy right there. Danny the Bull is a content creator. Yeah, Taps Trades, by the way. He's still alive, ladies and gents. He's still alive. Foster Hill, Brendan Cherry with Cherry Charts. And this is just a fraction of the people. Honestly, there's so many more. This is a really big DCON to go to. There's a lot of people that came from all over to be here. So yeah, it was just, I mean, I can't really put into words how nice it was. To be able to meet everybody and get away for a bit. So let's look at there was one more thing I wanted to point out before we go on to the next part. I guess like I had a lot of questions about the Viviverse since I got back. It's kind of funny, yeah. So this is a big point that I want to make. There's such a difference between social media and like being in person, obviously. But one of them was the Viviverse. Everyone that was there actually really liked it. Like I didn't meet a single person that was like, this is lame. This like, was below my expectations. And you might say, well, that's only because like the Moon Boys went, or like, the big fans or whatever. Like, I'm a very critical person. I was actually telling people before I went that I had low expectations. I really thought they were going to make a nice trailer, but one of those trailers that looks way better than the game. I mean, a lot of games do that. That's what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like this put together, really nice trailer that really had nothing to do with VV, like nothing to do with how it's going to look. But I mean, it's exactly how you would imagine a social virtual reality experience, integrating your collectibles and comics, or in 2D and all that into the experience. And I mean, you're walking around, you're going to have a digital avatar, you're going to see other digital avatars. You're going to be able to have layers to your showroom. You're going to be able to change and customize your showroom so much so that I think they're using, I forgot the correct term for it. It's not open source. It's like open script or something, to where you can actually maybe even like script your showrooms and put like built-in games and built-in images into your showrooms. So people that are very tech savvy, like Kay and Brock and a lot of those others out there, are really going to be able to customize their showrooms. I even noticed when you're on the inside and you like walk back, and you look at the wall, there's actually a switch, and the switch turns the room different colors. So they have like wood, they have like a matte black, and they have like a couple of other ones. I don't remember the exact colors or styles, but you can change the room different colors. So like the customization is like there. And then again, being able to bring assets from outside of the Viviverse into the Viviverse was a big deal. While a lot of people maybe thought that this is just like a given and it like should have happened, one of my fears was that Vivi would be too close of an ecosystem, that only you can't exit, you can't enter, kind of a walled garden that would work for some, but not everybody. But with them at least allowing assets to be brought in, I think that opens that horizon a little bit more, to people that are branching out and diversifying, which I think is great. Again, can't stress enough, I am one of those that is diversifying, very much so. So it was really good for me. The demo I did VIP night was jumpy and not so great in my opinion. Oh, so KC's arguing with me right now. Let's go. But after seeing Dan go through the metaverse was super cool, and can't wait to get there and build. Yeah, so Casey's saying basically that she didn't have as good of an experience in the demo, which I respect. I did. There was one part where I got stuck in a bush, but I mean, it's a beta, so like I expected like that style of stuff. But I thought it was kind of funny. Like I didn't wait in line that long because I waited for everybody to go and then I went in. But if I did wait in line for like 30 minutes to get stuck in a bush, I'd have been pretty upset. But I mean, they got me out of there, and it might have been my controlling or whatever. But I like the demo. I mean, again, my expectations were pretty low of the demo. So from what I saw, I liked it, and I think they did a good job. But, everybody had a different experience, of course. Yeah, I mean, that's most of DCON. If you missed it, it was a really good experience, and I really recommend going to a future one. That way you can meet a bunch of people and kind of have that genuine community aspect of it. Because, like, at the end of the day, all these are such speculative aspects, not just VV, but NFTs, crypto, all of it. So being able to just like meet with a bunch of people who like understand either the assets, or meet with a bunch of people who are also in it with you is just very sweet. And it was better than I expected. A lot of meeting some people behind JPEGs was really nice. Putting a face behind the JPEGs was really cool. So 10 out of 10, I would recommend going to some of these events. And DCON's not the only one. So DCON obviously is like VV's main event, or that they do. Comic-Con, I think there's a ton of different NFT projects that team up with Comic-Con. Oh, and by the way, where's it at? It wasn't just Vivi there. This card's a little dented, but VFriends was there. I'm a VFriend Series 2 holder. This is with Gary V. They had like their little cards there, a little booth set up. Kyle and I tried to buy some stuff, but we couldn't. They like didn't have anything for sale except for the cards. And I have some cards back here, so I didn't want more cards. I think Artifact was there. I didn't see Artifact. A couple of other NFT projects I didn't really recognize. I'll be in Art Basel next week, maybe, depending on how some health things go. And for Art Basel in Miami, Florida. And they're going to have an NFT Now is going to be there. Tons of NFT artists, tons of projects, tons of communities. So if you're from the Florida area, that might be worth the trip. I've never been to one, so I guess I'll find out next week as far as Miami goes. The Comic Cons are big. I know like Hero, Batcows, and VV all set up the Comic Con. So like the opportunities are all over the place. This one it's a once in a lifetime experience for me, but it's not a once in a lifetime opportunity. So I'm very glad that I took it. But if you missed it, there's so many other opportunities for you in the future to go to. And yeah, it was nice. I mean, I saw very few people that had a bad experience. And I think a lot of those people was almost self-inflicted their bad experience. But you can't control everything. Not everybody's not happy with every circumstance. But yeah, I hope to see you guys at the next one. I'll be up. I'm not gonna go to. I think might be one in Canada. There's speculation of that. I don't know if there's confirmation yet. And then of course, what's the other one at? They do New York Comic Con. I'll probably go back to Anaheim DCON again in the future, but I don't know about any others in the near future. It's a lot for the trip, but yeah. Besides that, I think that's everything. If you haven't checked out, I did a short on it. I've done posts. I follow on Twitter and Instagram. I'm pretty active. If you want to stay up to date on everything instead of waiting for update videos like this, I was going to do a video, by the way, but I just kind of wanted to hang out a bit, which thank you guys that were in the chat. I appreciate it. The whole reason for me doing a live opposed to doing a video was so that I could kind of talk with chat a little bit, opposed to just using the video and not really being able to interact besides a comment. So that's why I did it. But anyways, yeah, I'm posting more stuff on Instagram now. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. I have like some of the recent video that I did. I do a lot of reels. The reel that I did with Kyle, I've actually been posting some like full length videos on Instagram. So check me out on there. It's chriscoffee.eth for the handle, and you'll see all my stuff. And then, of course, on Twitter, I'm super active on Twitter, and my name is the same, Chris Coffee ETH. So yeah, check me out on those socials. If you missed the beginning of the video, but you're here right now, I'm running a sale on my coffee, free shipping for 2 bags or more over the weekend through Tuesday. I have more information on this on Twitter. Essentially, it's US only, and it might take me a bit because I am going to be at Art Basel. And so for Art Basel, I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. So I'll probably roast and ship the following week. So the orders are going to take a little bit longer to process than I imagine. Yo, Lincoln, what's up? So thanks, Chris. Hope you're glad you're better. Yeah, man, I'm still hurting, but I'm better. It's kind of a long story as far as the medical stuff goes. Can't believe you're on live after what your recent hospital trip. Glad to see you up and about, bud. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's all good. Things happen. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for being in the comments and hanging out.